Hey everybody, Angel of Galaxite here with some more channeled messages. Just like to say thank you again as always for clicking on my new channel. Any support is very much appreciated, especially at this time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that notification button. Anything you can do, I'd be very grateful to support my new channel. Thank you. Remember, Spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. It could be their love lost one or a situation around you or them. You may just be the heavenly post person delivering communication where it needs to go. If I say male or female, remember we have both aspects of the divine feminine and masculine, so please take it as it resonates. Okay, I'll try and get a little bit closer. All right. Right. So I'm hearing mind, body and spirit. Remember when practicing universal law, think in your mind, feel it in your body, reveal it in your spirit. Okay, interesting intro. Okay, so I feel there's two souls coming in here, but they would have been partnered up in life, I'm feeling. So they're asking, what happens if you have lots of hope and dreams but do nothing about them? They say, well, of course, most likely nothing. So they're just reminding us that, you know, remember to activate in order for us to manifest the life we are dreaming of here on earth. So who is thinking about that? You know, maybe somebody's been manifesting, doing their moon rituals, prayers, or whichever way you like to do it, you know, but nothing seems to be happening. All right, okay. So what actions are you taking, you know? And I'm hearing absolutely nothing. Okay, so you could kind of wish, but you need to take the steps, I guess that's what they're saying. So this person, they're talking about expecting new premises to land on your lap. Asking you, what could you do to move closer to your dreams? You know, that big house you want, or that small house, the flat, you know, whether you're wanting to move somewhere different, city, country. Maybe you want to get on a plane and go completely somewhere else. So they're saying, start to list what it will need to manifest a happy, healthy home. Don't know why, but I'm sort of automatically thinking about the fourth house in astrology, which is all about home and family, where you come from, where home is, and what family means to you. So have a real good think about those issues, you know. They're saying that you're really wanting to relocate, to move away from somewhere where you have lived with your grandparents. And these grandparents brought you up, but passed away some time ago. Okay, so are you the grandparents? I'm sorry, a bit slow today. What does a home mean to you? Keep in mind those parts of what you focus on will be what you will bring toward you. So keep it positive, they're saying, realistic, within your budget. You know, there's no point dreaming of a mansion and then, you know, you haven't got the funds for it, unless you're very good at manifesting and suddenly you bring all that in. But for the majority of people, it doesn't always work like that. And I always believe as well, karmically, if you've come here and you're not here to be in that situation, you know, maybe just it's not meant to be in this lifetime. Maybe last lifetime you had lots of money and you're in a big house. It doesn't mean to say that you can't move, though. I'm not killing your dream here. just being realistic. Okay. So I use the new moon to manifest, as I've said before. So when my astrological, sorry, put my teeth in, sign is in a particular house, then it can be pretty powerful. Your grandparents say that they have a home in mind. They feel it, you know, it's going to be a really wonderful match for you. Obviously we've got free will, so in a nice neighbourhood, nice neighbours, amenities, a garden, a good size, also a kitchen. It's lovely, this kitchen, they're saying, and you wouldn't have to go and spend too much money on that, you know, so it'll keep costs down. When you think about when you view a home and, you know, the kitchen and the bathroom, for instance, needs redoing badly, then you know that's going to be, you know, lots of money, isn't it? You know, so yeah. So you may be moving after a new moon, I'm feeling, or around a new moon, because this also signifies starting again. And that, you know, it can herald a house move around that time, or redecorating, or renovating. So start decluttering and recite that you know where you belong. I feel like I'm going, because someone's had enough, you know. The whole process before you've started, really. Ask them to guide you to the place that will make you the most happiest, and they will start the ball rolling, they're telling me. Remember, moving is expensive, I'm hearing, so don't overspend right now and plan ahead. Do like we were doing back in the day, you know. Today they understand that a lot of people just want everything now, you know, and it's a throwaway society, but it wasn't like that back then. So they're telling me that there was literally 4 years, could be a little bit out, but apart, and had a long life full of happiness. So they must have left the earth plane, one of them, and then 4 years later. But I was saying having you around was essential to keeping them both youthful and happy for those wonderful years they shared with you. Oh, that's nice. So it's interesting that the 4th house, you know, I was thinking about that. And they said 4 years in between one leaving the earth plane and the other departing. So the number 4 could be relevant in your life. So it could be 4 months, 4 years, you know, 4 days, depending on how quickly you get going. But 4 days might be a bit of a stretch, but you never know. It can happen like that, I guess. So I'm hearing Grandad was happy, a jolly guy who worked with his hands, and Grandma was a housewife. Both average heights, good with money, and both worked hard to create a loving, caring home for you, where you felt safe and incredibly loved. Oh, that's good. That's really nice. That's lovely. Yeah. Okay. I have the name Stanley, or Stan, he would have been known as, and Laura. But also I'm hearing Marbello. I don't know what that is though. What is that? A place, a name, something or someone? Anyone knows, please comment. And I have Timothy, Della, Trisha, Isla, Jean, Daniel, and Joseph. But as I say, souls piggyback on one message. So if you've got somebody coming in with a line, names or anything, it just feels right to you, then it may be for you. Just remember that, okay? These could be people on the other side. They could be the people in the message, people watching, okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you very much for your message. So I think this is part of a song I was hearing. I want you to know that I'm not happy. I've always wished nothing but the best for you, 'cause the love you gave that we made was all a man could ever wish for. And now I see you're worried and grieving, not sure how to move forward. I'm feeling this loved one is aware of the mess his passing has caused, and he is here to let you know he is well informed that his untimely passing has left you in much debt. It's a mess, and it's not fair on you. He says you held his hand until he passed, but you struggled with the fact that you're still there, still alive. A reference to feeling he looked so peaceful. Oh, trigger warning. When you went to see him, he looked like he was sleeping. And that in a strange kind of way gave you some type of comfort. He knows you feel unwell. I thought you should know that he wants you to ask for help to ease the stress that you are facing. It feels like he left you with yet another cross to bear. Now bear in mind, this is a song that he's giving me these lyrics from as well. So there's also in the song a reference to fingernails and how you may be biting them. So this could be a further clue, or he used to. Our nails could have some relevance in some way. Take it as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else to enjoy. And I'm here to remind you of the mess I left when I went away. This is part of the song. It's not fair to deny me of the cross you bear that he gave to you. Ought to know that I am so sorry. If I would have known I didn't have a long life, I truly would have been not so irresponsible. I just assume I would pay it back over time. Never imagined in a million years that things could turn out this way. So maybe some kind of reference to worrying about his memory fading as well too soon. And as you close your eyes and then open them, you might not know what his face looked like. Maybe this is in the future. And how you want to always remember his face. Every single feature. He had lovely eyes. It's a bit of a crooked smile, I believe. Not really bad, but I would have thought, yeah, because his nose was not too large. It's a nice nose for a man. Okay. So this song may mean something to you, or both of you. A memory or a line in the song. Alanis may be a name, just because it's part of the song, of course. Doesn't have to be, but take it as it resonates. Also, I believe she did a song hand in pocket, and I see in my mind's eye money being pulled out of both pockets of a pair of trousers, jackets. And so if it's not literally or a memory, but I feel he's showing me money is coming in to help you. Okay, so have faith. So, Alanis Morissette, 1996 could be relevant, but doesn't have to be. I hear Lee, Jason, Brendan, Meg, Turner, Jeremy, Paul, Kenny, Stacy, Lisa, Philippa, and Jess. Thank you very much for that. Right, let's go into my next channeling. So this channeling is for someone who's interested in angels. You may have been having a discussion regarding seeing an angel as male or female or none of the above. Angels are actually genderless beings of light, but when they want to form loving bonds with us, they appear clothed for us in forms that are familiar and appealing to us. We may see angels as a beautiful woman, a loving male protector, a charming child, or a radiant being of no gender at all. We have limits in regards to human language and thought, remember. The same is true for angel names. Angels speak to us from the language of the heart, and their true names may be unknowable or unreducible by humans. Ooh, I just got a strange feeling. So the names they call themselves for our convenience may have little resemblance to their appearance or anything else you may have heard before. Remember, when you're asking your angel for a name and a strange word pops up in your head, don't reject it for its strangeness. The more you believe in your guardian angel, for example, the more it can help you. And one more of the best ways to confirm your belief in your special angel is to ask for a name. It is a simple gesture of courtesy and respect that can make communication so very much easier. To me, the mere act of contacting my guardian angel is like opening a brilliant gateway to a luminous and joyful path. Think of your angel's name as a password that lets you through the gate to all the wonders beyond. But of course there are videos of an angel looking like a few gold rotating bangles, small eyes all over the bangles like jewels, a large eye in the middle, or a human-like head with lots of wings and one very big large eye. I guess this would be way too much for some of us to handle, so they end up showing themselves in a way that we will feel extremely comfortable. As us, I suppose. Yep, there you go. Alright, my next message. Come on. So I have the name Matt or Cat Benson, Les, but also the number 17 could be very important. My sign today, as I was wandering around, was Cluttons. This board was placed outside a house that is for sale. So I'm feeling Clutton. So it could be Somerset, could be a village, but I don't know why I'm feeling that. But I see a river and spirit are taking me through a woodland area. They're talking about, okay, now you're trying to confuse me, Highbury. Strange as where I live we have Highbury. And now I'm hearing Highbury Hill. Yep, we have Highbury Hill here as well. What is going on? But they are insisting not near me. Alright, not near me. So maybe it's in that area. I'm going to have to go and have a look. Still, if you've watched this channel before, you will know nothing is a coincidence. A message may be within a message. So I feel this person coming in may have travelled around this area or lived there. I also have a reference to old coins. So, why have I got a reference to old coins? Okay, don't know. I've also got the date 1939, so this could be significant. Actually, while I was making a cup of tea this morning, I was thinking of cows. Yep, strange. This could have something to do with this message. Alright, so these are clues, so try and work with them. So this man may have been a Scorpio or had those kind of traits. 5'9"-ish, and may have been quite intense at times. Okay, I'm hearing Molly, and a reference to self-mastery too. He was a practical person who would be a night person rather than early morning, although work would have got him up. He's saying when he was good, he was very good, but when he was bad, he could be horrid. He was determined and willful and enjoyed power. I see, well, okay, so I'm seeing coal, but not sure what that link is. Also, Clutton could be a surname. Oh, I've got this feeling of trying to catch my breath, and I'm going very dizzy too. Yeah, and I just see somebody stopping to catch their breath and steadying themselves, so that's how we could have been towards the end. And I'm hearing Lisa, so it could be a family member. Don't know. Oh, Cheshire. Is that cheese or a place? I don't know. Take it as it resonates. And just wants to be remembered by surviving ancestors. Alright. Our loved ones. Okay. I'm just going to say a poem. So, broken. To no longer see your face breaks me every day. So suddenly you were taken that I didn't get to say just how much I love you, and that you were my life. The hurt I felt when you passed cut me like a knife. I'll never feel complete again. I never will be free from this grief, a solid thing deep inside of me. I wear a mask of coping, but I am in complete despair. I cannot mend what's broken. My heart's beyond repair. I'll smile if I have to, but that is just a mask, and I'll say that I'm okay when people kindly ask, but I cannot be happy. It is something that I lack. Never will be whole again, for I cannot get you back. Well, let's hope that you can be happy again, okay? Right. Let's have a look. So, cards today. Okay. So automatically when I'm looking at this particular card, obviously it says make the change. So there's someone here watching, or a few people, who needs to make a change in their life. This could be an appearance because she's wanting to chop her hair off. But I've got this feeling as well that somebody's feeling like they're getting older and is not overly happy with their appearance and the way things are going. But this can happen when you're youthful as well, you know. I notice within 10 years of your life, your appearance does normally change quite a bit. When you think from somebody who's just coming into life and then suddenly 10 years later how different they are, you know, 10-year-old child. But yeah, so when we're thinking about sevens, it's like maybe you're soul searching, you know. It's an inner thing. You're turning inwards to discover the meaning of life and what's happened to you, you know. Maybe you're looking for answers, a way to retreat from everything, you know, in everyday life, to find that true path. That can happen as well. Yeah, but I think it's definitely a lot to do with the outside as well. But also as well here we've got don't doubt your worth. You know, and I'm always enough. And I think sometimes we do tend to be very hard on ourselves, you know, looking at what other people feel classically beautiful. And maybe you don't feel like you fit into that. But I always say we're all beautiful, you know. But it's time, it's really time to put an end to that. We've got number 20 here, that's 2 10s, so I think you're going to start moving out of that. And remember, we all grow together. So for instance, if you're married to somebody and they look a little bit younger than you, maybe, you know, and you're starting to really feel that. Don't worry about it, you know. I always find that we're just too hard on ourselves. We really are. So you have a decision here with the Two of Swords. You know, it's a decision to which way shall I go, you know. Mentally, when we get swords, making that change, you know, it's a sign you need to trust your instincts and take that leap, whether you're thinking about cutting your hair or finding a job that's better suited to you, you know. Do the thing that you want to do with confidence. Make that decision. Make it, you know. It's talking about being balanced, you know, and having those, how can I put this, conflicting emotions and thoughts, and really sort of stop quarreling with yourself in regards to this. Yeah, when we think about the swords, it can be mental torture, can't it? You know, it's not easy, definitely not. All right, so let's have a think about Unikite. So growing together. So with this card, it's showing me that compassion and growth unite and are strengthened, which is a really good sign. And love is absorbed into the process, you know. Advancement does not trump the need for care. Side by side they work in balance for a greater good. Even love can advance, grow and embrace deeper treasures by aligning with progress. So remember, growing together isn't a loss of individuality, but a means to a deeper knowledge of who you truly are. So yeah, we're really going inwards. We're really starting to think about decision-wise, you know. Sometimes it's difficult when we open up a magazine or we're looking at somebody, you know, on the TV where they're looking really fabulous, but we forget that they get their hair done, you know, they get their nails done. They've probably had lots of Botox or any of those other things. And maybe this is what you're thinking as well, that you need to go down that path. But just remember, that is a path that has to be kept up with. It's expensive as well. I mean, hey, I'm not knocking anyone who does it. If that makes you feel better, you know, kudos to you. But you need to know that, you know, you're balanced. You need to be loving and compassionate with yourself and be willing to work with others. If you're feeling that way, then, you know, try and work on that. There's lots of self-help videos out there, motivation videos, and especially at this time of year, you know, we're just coming out of Christmas when this video has been filmed, so we can often feel really naff about ourselves, can't we, you know, especially if you're in winter here like we are. Oh, it's so cold. I mean, very bone-chillingly cold at the moment. So it's not great. You don't always dress up the way you would if you were in a sunny climate, do you, you know? So as a gemstone, Unikite is comprised mostly of two minerals. It has dual properties. The green represents nature and balance, and the pink denotes love and compassion. Again, a really nice balance is needed here. And look at how beautiful she is as well. Lovely. So we have 10 here, and we could have 2 10s there. So this is an ending to this. Put an ending to this, you know. Start to see yourself as beautiful. And here, when you think about it, they're having this minor tussle here with swords. So this is probably you going back and forth on something mentally, which you need to put to bed, to be honest, you know. Well, you do. Oh, so for some people, Unikite is useful in the workplace or where there is a personality clash. This is a general reading, so it could go either way. And this card offers you gifts of compromise and integration. Sorry, I can't speak today. And it can help you put differences aside, so you can work on work towards a greater cause, I guess, you know.